What's up YouTube, Varnesh here, and today I have a small diversion from all the recent Destiny videos, and that's because we are just a few days away from the beta of Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Just a couple of days ago we finally got our first look at what we're going to be able to get our hands on for the Infinite Warfare beta. If you want to read all the information for yourself from the Activision blog, I'll give you that link down below. Now we recently have seen some information on the rigs in Infinite Warfare. But we now know that we're going to be able to have access to 3 different rigs during the beta. Each rig is similar to the Specialist in Black Ops 3, but each one has 3 payloads and 3 traits that will allow for customization to suit your playstyle. Now Activision has said we won't have full access to all the payloads and traits during beta, and this is because you unlock these payloads and traits by leveling up. So the 3 rigs that we're going to be able to play are Warfighter, Merc, and Synaptic. Let's take a look at Warfighter first. Warfighter may turn into one of my most played rigs. This is because of the combat focus payload and the persistence trait. Combat focus reads allows you to get double points for a limited time, getting you to that score streak even faster, while persistent creates it so that score streak counts don't reset after death, but cost more. This means we are going to see more high-level score streaks being used in more games, which will get annoying, but that may mean we see more things we haven't seen used very often, like rocket launchers. The other Warfighter payloads are Claw and Overdrive. Claw is a powerful spread shot weapon. This fires bullets that can ricochet around corners. We've seen this weapon in many of the videos from YouTubers that were flown out to COD XP. Overdrive gives you a speed boost. This is an ability that we have seen in Black Ops 3, and it will probably still be underused in Infinite Warfare. The other Warfighter traits are Ping and Resupply. Ping allows your kills and assists to send a ping that highlights nearby enemies. This sounds similar to Vision Pulse and will be interesting to see how effective it is in game. Resupply allows your lethals and tacticals to be resupplied by scavenging supplies from downed foes, so get used to the possibility of more grenades in Infinite Warfare. The second rig that will be playable in the beta is Merc. This is the rig that you can see carrying around that massive energy weapon in all the Infinite Warfare promo materials. The payloads for Merc are Steel Dragon, Bolt Charge, and Reactive Armor. Steel Dragon is a heavy beam weapon that can target multiple enemies. Bolt Charge gives you an armored riot shield that destroys enemies as you charge, while Reactive Armor gives you electromagnetically charged armor that shields you from enemy fire. This seems like it's going to be very similar to kinetic armor from Black Ops 3. Which is personally, I think, a very underrated specialist ability. The traits for Merc are Infusion, Man-at-Arms, and Shockwave. Infusion, when triggered, regenerates health quickly after taking damage. Man-at-Arm means heavy weapons won't slow you down, and you start with maximum ammo. And then Shockwave slams yourself into the ground and enemies with this devastating jump. Again, another ability that seems very similar to a specialist ability we have seen in Black Ops 3. Finally, likely the most talked about rig here on YouTube is the Synaptic. This is the robot that we've been told is going to be the best for fast-paced, close quarters matches. The payloads for Synaptic are Equalizer, Rewind, and Reaper. Equalizer gives you dual-arm machine guns with built-in suppressors for close quarters combat. Rewind rewinds your position and replenishes health and ammo. And then Reaper switches you into 4-legged rapid melee combat mode. Reaper seems like the most futuristic of the 3 payloads, but what I find interesting is Rewind. This is going to be extremely similar to Glitch from Black Ops 3. If you remember from the Black Ops 3 beta, Glitch actually replenished some of your health, but that part of the perk was removed when the full version of the game released. So time will tell on whether or not that part of the payload will remain when the game launches on November 4th. Finally, the 3 traits we'll be able to see for the Synaptic are Combat Burst, Propulsion, and Rushdown. Combat Burst is after each kill you gain a boost of movement speed. Propulsion is a jump pack that recharges quickly and allows you to damage enemies underneath you with the blast from the jump pack, and Rushdown allows you to dash in any horizontal direction. All 3 of these should make close quarters encounters a little more interesting, but we have to remember that we won't have access to all these payloads and traits during beta. During the beta, we will also get the chance to try out mission teams, which allows us to complete missions or challenges for rewards. Ranking up will give us rewards from each of the 4 teams, including calling cards, camos, emblems, unique rig cosmetics, as well as specific prototype weapons that are only available from that team. The 2 teams we'll have access to in the beta are the JTF Wolverines and the Orion Initiative. And finally, we will have access to 3 different maps in 4 different modes during the multiplayer beta. The maps include Frontier, Frost, and Throwback, while the game modes will rotate through Team Deathmatch, Domination, Kill Confirmed, and the new Defender game mode. Defender is a high-stakes game of keep away. Your team must grab a drone and defend it, gaining points while holding on to it and keeping it out of enemy hands. For someone who doesn't often play these game modes, it will be fun to experience them as they are rotated through during the beta, so it'll give me a chance to do something other than Team Deathmatch, Domination, or Kill Confirmed. We've been told by Activision there's going to be more information than what we've talked about here in the beta. I, for one, am looking forward to what else we might see in the Infinite Warfare beta. So if you like this overview of beta content and are excited to get tons of hand-on beta, video overview, weapon information, and rig loadout thoughts, make sure you hit thumbs up on this video, subscribe to the channel so you're the first to see all the beta information, and comment below on what you're most excited to see in Call of Duty Infinite Warfare.